Hello and welcome to Bike Social. We're here at the INTERMOT show in Cologne and we're powered by Bridgestone.
Let's go find out what great stuff we've got lined up for 2019.
Here we are with Bridgestone. I've got Fabien Francois, product planning engineer from Bridgestone. You've got 4 new tyres that you are world exclusive unveiling here, is that right?
Yes, completely correct. So 4 new products. After launching 5 new products in 2018, well, we continue with the same speed. 2019, 4 new products as well. So we are really happy to unveil them here at INTERMOT.
Fantastic. Now, let's start with the one that's behind us on this rather dirty GS. What have we got here?
Yeah, you say it well. It's a dirty one because it's our completely new segment. It's something at Bridgestone that we never made before. It's a real trail off-road tire. So it's entering our Battleax Adventure Cross series. So the full name is Battleax Adventure Cross AX41. And so it's a real trail off-road tire with the target to have fun in the dirt, in the gravel, with those last generation big adventure bikes. And to make sure that on top of it, you can jump from off-road to on-road, back to off-road. That was the development of this tire.
So made specifically for these adventure bikes and those kind of sizes that you would need to do that?
Yeah, that's why we will launch all these sizes in 2 shots. So we will first launch in 2019 the 9 most important sizes from the last generation big adventure bikes. And then in 2020 we will fulfill until 24 sizes for this AX41. So covering from the 125 to the big 1200s, we will have everything.
Fantastic. Oh, it's great that you can cater for all the range across all the adventure bikes.
Yeah, indeed, correct. Yes, so the Battleax Adventure Cross Scrambler. It's a little bit weird because we are using the same family name, but also Battleax Adventure Cross, but it's a completely other tire, completely other segment, and this also is a completely new idea from our side. From Bridgestone, what we did here is to match a lifestyle. You see it a lot. Custom builds, cafe racers, scramblers that have been transformed. But today they don't have so much choice on tires what to put on. And so what we have done is to make a tire which is one, nice looking, fluid lines, robust look, off-road look as well. This is why it's entering the family name of the Adventure Cross. But it has completely nothing to do with trail off-road segment, for example. So this is when you can see it here, is that we made a lot of attention to the design, the fluid lines, and to make sure that you can... Yes, and on top of it, that when you make a custom built bike, you don't put it in a showroom. Just get out of it. And so we used quite high performing compounds just to make sure and ensuring the performance which are needed to ride on the road, that they are there. So for example, we are using sport touring compounds that we have been using in the past already on this tire, and on the rear tire we are using even a dual compound in a Bridgestone terms 3LC configuration. So just to show, and what is really nice to see, the design of the rear tire is really impressive because it's a mix of 2 things: robustness, adventure, big blocks and everything, and fluid lines. So it's matching a lifestyle-oriented bike, and this is what we have done here. It's the first time we have doing this, and I hope it's not the last time. So now the third one, we have our Battleax Hypersport S22. This is for us our premium Hypersport segment. We are introducing the S22 in first line. S21, his predecessor, becomes second line, and the BT16 Pro stays in third line. So this is just to give you the positioning of this tire. In terms of performance, it's incredible what we have done here. In the past with Bridgestone, we were working on one tire and made an evolution, quite short-term development, and so on and so on. We stopped doing that because when we wanted to arrive on the market with a new tire, we wanted to make sure that we are dantotsu. This is a Japanese term to say that we are the best, but far ahead. So this is really the mindset when we are starting developing tires, and certainly in those hypersport segments, when S22 has been developed, we didn't make an S21 Evo. S22 is a completely new tire. We have two types of new compounds using, because on the front tire it's a dual compound approach, on the rear tire it's a triple compound approach. So there in the central area, what we have been doing to increase the traction forces that you want to generate, certainly on the last generation powerful bikes with more than 200 horsepower, you need to have some grip available, but we just didn't think about the dry grip. We wanted to make also the possibility to take your hypersport bike out even in any condition. So we really focused on all performance areas in terms of development, and this is what we have done. Compared to S21, the S22 has been an improvement in all performance areas, from dry to wet to braking to traction, everywhere.
That's incredible, considering how popular and how fantastic the S21 is,
Yes.
and always has been. And I suppose you've got to consider that while the bikes are developing at such a rate and they're getting much more power. We see a Super Ducar here with 180 brake horsepower, and then you get sports bikes with 200 plus horsepower. You still need to make sure that the rider can put that onto the road and have the grip.
To be honest, yes, because in Europe, for example, in Germany, you can still ride above 200 plus kph, and so we are always making sure that there's always a safety margin, and for enjoying in winding roads you don't need to be fast, but you still need to be sure that the power can be delivered to the ground. So the grip level needs to be there, and this is something we take for sure in consideration in development of our hypersport tires.
Fantastic. Excellent insight, Fabian. Thank you so much for joining us.
It was a pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.